Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black and Philippines with the Truth. I want to welcome you to my channel. All my peaches, triggers, lovers, haters, commenters, scallywags, all of you, each and every one of you, I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel. I want to talk about something before I get into what I want to talk about. I like to see uh, a series of blogs. This might be a suggestion to someone. Some of you who have access to those type of people. I don't have access to them. You know what I mean. And some survivalists. There are survivalists here in the Philippines, I believe. I know what I want to tell you about. And there has to be some doomsday preparation going on. For those of you who are thinking about World War III or a global collapse of whatever structure we have, that you're stocking up for. Case in point, I had this one friend, and make no mistake, I love him to death. I mean, this guy I've known for a long time. He's a retired firefighter. He makes me laugh. He makes me think. He makes me mad. Makes me want to bite my tongue. But I love him to death. He amuses me. You see, when you know someone, you know who someone is. You either accept them or you don't. So I accept. I accept the fact that he has created a. I can only speculate. He has created a. Um, I don't know what they call it, a cave or a shelter. He has created a shelter for himself in his home. Has all provision, has enough food to think for about I don't know how many months. You know what I'm saying, or years. Would have had years worth of food, frozen food, all that stuff like this. He's stocking up on it. But Gerard, you'll never see it. I said, why? Because you're black. And, I won't have you, and you're not going to come over my house because you're black. It's just that simple, and fine. Am I to get offended by it? Am I to get angry by it? No, no. I know who you are. So I can't be angry at you. You're living your best life the way you live it. You are letting those into your world as you see fit, you know, and that's fine. That's fine. You know, we both know that we have a relationship that is bonded in love. I can honestly say that. He makes me feel like you know, um, uh, uh, he really enjoys me. And I him. So, but it doesn't make me mad. So it's just interesting that I would like to see more. The reason I say I don't know people because I'm sure that there are other survivalists who are stocking up. I would not be the ones that they would show. For whatever reason. I mean, sometimes it's a matter of hoarding and putting all this stuff together for somebody bigger to come along and take it away from you. I forgot Bill Burr. He said that joke. That's how it is. Anyway, that's enough of that. So I just want to let him know I love him, man. Thanks. Okay, I really appreciate those of you who hit me up on the DL and ask me questions of a personal nature. You know, some of you, say that, hey, you're Gerard, you're mad real, your honesty and all that stuff like that. And I appreciate that because that's all what I ever wanted to convey on here. Granted, there's a lot I can't say. There's ways I can't speak. You know what I'm saying? There's situations going on that I would not put out there, because you're in the Philippines. And that's something that always has to be on the utmost top part of my mind. You know, that no, not only that I or what I do would jeopardize myself, but it jeopardized my family. You know, I mean, I know there are some cats that are in situations that where is that they have children and they can't. If they ever leave the field, they can never come back. Never come back. You know what I'm saying? And that means not being able to see your wife, your family, or things like that. So you're caught in dilemma on what to do. I mean, and you granted, doing the right thing is number one, but if the opportunity to do it is passed, well, then there are consequences. And so some of the consequences might mean that you won't be able to come back to the Philippines again. So I know some of the things that are opposed to me, you know, you know, to do and get involved in, you know, I question, and I'm a consequential thinker. I'm one of those cats who before I do something, I think about the consequences of the things that what I'm doing. I don't just react and jump up and run and go do shit. I don't do that. But anyway, getting back to how some of the people have asked me questions. I need a housekeeper. I need a housekeeper. This this is the only thing left on my lifetime achievement award that I got from Blazing on the Mic Colors International in New York the last time I went. And what made it so bad, she put it back on top of the award to make it look like it was still there. Come to find out, it was broken. Oh man, good help still is hard to find. But anyway, um, and someone asked me about giving a Filipino money. That's why I named this video "Are You a Trick or Are You a Treat?" You know, uh, it was asked of me, and I trust. I'm glad that you asked me about relationships because let me tell you, man, there's no better player that can give you information on the DL than I can. I will. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, stuff I can't say out right here. Um, uh, but he said, is it all right to, if a girl comes over, and you have fun with her and you give her money, you know, and it's like okay, well, you know, always remember fair exchange ain't no robbery. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. You know what I'm saying? If that's what the intent was, not that I'm advocating it or pushing for that, but it's just a matter of being on the square. You know, you know what I'm here for. Okay, like one of those things. Like for instance, a woman should never ask. First of all, you ask a woman if she's married. She says no. You say you have a boyfriend. She says no. Okay, so fine. So you know where you stand with that. But if a woman is married and she asks you for money, she has no right or boyfriend, no right to ask. A woman does not have a right to ask another man for money, unless she's willing to give up what it is that she might hold the most dearest herself. You know, I had one Filipina who I used to always say hello to with kids. Buy them ice cream and back home and what have you. And one day she cornered me and she asked me, can she borrow 1,000 pesos from me? And and my initial instinct was sure. I see you. I move you. I see you move around all this stuff with the kids. I know you're a good person in my mind. I said hello to your husband 1 or 2 times before, so it's not anything that's on the down low going on. So anyway, so I thought about it, and I said, okay. I said I will loan you. I know. I said I'm not. I don't loan people money. I give them money. Let's get that out there. People tell me that when Filipinos ask you for money, they don't respect you. because they know you're not going to pay it back. So it's very disrespectful to ask you to borrow money. I mean, how you going to pay it back? You're not working or whatever. There's no eagle flying in your life once a month. So how are you going to pay it back? So anyway, this one girl. I'm not changing the subject. I remember that girl. This one girl came to me and she wanted to borrow 2,500, 2K. They call it 2K, 2,500 till tomorrow. She said tomorrow she'll pay me back. I said what? She said can I borrow 2.5 and I give it back to you tomorrow? I said you want to borrow 2.5 for me and you give it back tomorrow? She said yeah. I said, you know what, little girl, you better take your ass to sleep and wake up tomorrow and whatever money you're going to get it and take care of your business. Stop stressing people out for money for one day. You're stressing me out. Tell me for one day, I get out of here. But anyway, that's what games people play. So anyway, so this girl here, so she had a husband, and so I said, okay, look, I'm going to loan you 1,000 pesos. I'm going to give you 1,000 pesos. But I'm not going to give it to you. Go get your husband. I'll give it to him. So him and her came over to my house. And I said, hi, how you doing? Like this, we talk, chat. And I pulled out 1,000. I said, here, I'm putting this in your hand. And I'm giving it to you. Because I want you to know where this 1,000 pesos is coming from. I want you to know if there was any shenanigans or any hoops that she had to jump through to get this 1,000 pesos. You see, because I know if she had gone home with 1,000 pesos, and granted, it might be true here in the Philippines, I don't know. But you go back and you tell your husband that some guy gave you money and you didn't have to do nothing for it, he's going to say, oh really? Oh really? It's all gonna be a wonder. You had to do something. So anyway, that's that. So the point that what I'm getting at is that it's not okay. This is to you guys. I want you to listen to it. You might sit and be talking to a Filipina or a guy. It doesn't matter. Having a drink or something like this, and you start touching on, see, I'm an interviewer, so I ask questions. So you might ask some questions and in your mind have an image of their life being extremely hard and extremely difficult. You know, they're not dragging on you because at the end of which they're saying they're gonna say, look, so can you give me like this? No, it's not that type of conversation. It's just a conversation of somebody telling me about their life. And I may get it in my heart and say, Gerard, you want to make a difference in these people's lives, on this person's life. And the best way to do that is to give them money. I give them 500 or I give them 1,000 or something like this. And the reason being is because, I want to make a difference in your life. So anyway, I say that to say this, that if a girl calls you and tells you that she needs money to pay her light bill, or she needs money to to do something with that's come. First of all, you shouldn't be with somebody who brings you drama. You see what I'm saying? You should not be a drama magnet. When I came to the Philippines, I had 3 girls, each calling me and asked me for money and saying that their mother was sick. I said, oh, what? Do you all got the same mother? But the point of the matter is that they were asking me, for money at the same time. So if you got a Filipina who only comes to you or wants to be with you when they have a crisis that they want to handle, something like this, you don't want to be that type of stop. You don't want to be known for that. You see. So the best way to deal with that is just by letting them know up front Don't call me, I'll call you. It's just that simple. Sometimes if your phone will ring and you see who's calling and your asshole tight. Oh, what do they want now? Like this and and some of you might feel obligated, because of of what's going on between you that you have to do it. But no, no, you can't have yourself in a position where is that you become a mark, you become a trick. Gerard, is that tricking? Yeah, yeah, you are a trick when they come to you whenever they need money, whenever they have a crisis, whenever they need this. Now, granted, there might be some who you might know enough, but there might be some that wears that you know it's whoever she with. Look, call that guy. You go call that guy, and tell him that, blah, 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 and tell him that, blah, 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 and see if he help you. How I know? Because I was that guy telling that girl to call that guy. Because I know about drama. So don't let yourself be like that. Don't be one of those people. Okay, so anyway, but on the same token, if you're with a girl here in the Philippines and she's everything that you dreamed of, you know what I'm saying? You know, and she's already given you the impression that she wants to be with you. You know, not love you, don't throw out the equation, but wants to be with you. You know, then there's nothing wrong with helping her. There's nothing wrong with wanting to change her situation in life. You know, this one last story I'll tell you. I had a girl. Boy, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about this girl, but ooh, she was the one, and that's how I envisioned her. So to make a long story short, we were planning on getting married. She had 3 children. She had 2 daughters in Manila. She had a son that stayed with her. So we were going to move to Bacolod. So I decided we went to Bacolod, found an apartment. I put the down payment down on, and then came back and whatever. And she said she wanted to go to Manila and spend some time with her daughter, before she left and moved to Bacolod. So I said, okay, cool. So while she was in Manila, I've already decided in my mind that I was going to make her appear like a queen. That means I wanted to make sure that whatever she wanted, she could have. I wanted to make sure that whatever she wanted, she would get. You know what I'm saying? And she would call me and ask for this, and I would say because you know why? Because I want her to appear. In my scenario, we were bouncing together. So why not have her family feel that she's gonna be taken care of? That's it. So anyway, so when it came time for her to come back to Bacone, she decided that she wants to stay another extra week. Aha. I said, now why are you staying? I said, it's not your kids are staying extra week. There's something there holding you up. Stay there for a couple more weeks. And then when she came back, she said to me, I want to stay 2 weeks in Manila, 2 weeks in Bacolod. Is that okay with you? And we're supposed to be married. I said, are you out your flocking mind? Are you stupid? You think I'm going to be moved over to Bacolod and stay there for 2 weeks with my thumb up in my butt while you run around in Manila? I said, no. So the point that I want to say that if you got a good girl, there's nothing wrong with helping her and helping her family. Doing something nice for them. It shows your appreciation for her. It makes her feel good about herself that she has someone that can help her family. That's a good feeling. That's a good, especially knowing where you come from, especially knowing the struggles that you've gone through, especially when you know the days that there were more days that we don't have than days that we have, and you know, I mean, and you always want to lift someone up, and that's a good thing. Okay, I think that's about it for me for today. Um, so, are you a trick or are you a treat? Ask yourself. You know, don't be a trick, baby, and make her your treat. I'll call you. You don't call me. All right? This is Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the others pulls around. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today over here too. If you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, formerly singing Temptation one song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. And never say no. California, ooh wee, you know, you know, that 1% is getting in there. I'll always love you more. I'll talk to you later.